Hi, everybody. My name is Patrice Rice with Mosquito Sheriff. I am the CEO and founder of Mosquito Sheriff. And I want to thank you for taking your time to take a look at our model to see if you think it might be something that may be a good opportunity for you and your family. So let's get started. So how did Mosquito Sheriff come to be, and why is there a Mosquito Sheriff? Well, I've always been an animal lover, and I've always had animals. And I've never really been able to take advantage of mosquito spraying services because they are hazardous material. They are basically poison. They kill everything in sight. They kill the bees and the butterflies that are needed to, pollinate the crops. I think the bees are about on an endangered species list right now. But I've always had animals. That's Buddy up the top or left-hand corner, my sleeping guy. And then we have Skittles here with the long ears. And we have Minnie here. And this is Wingo, one of my 4 horses. And here we have Lazy Bella and then Regal Bella over here. And we have Snickers, my golden doodle. This is Dawn, one of my alpacas. And this is Annie. No, I don't have Annie now, and it doesn't have much to do with this, but I thought she deserved to have her picture on this. So that's Annie. So I've always loved animals, but I would never do sprays. They say it's okay for your dog and your animals to go outside half an hour after we leave. Really? There's a barrier effect they're going to tell me about, but yet it's safe. Dogs eat grass. Animals eat grass. It's just insane to think that it's not going to affect your animals. So I tried to find somebody, some company that would do this for me, that would, have an all-natural spray I felt comfortable with, and I was unable to do that. So what do you do when you find a problem? You go find a solution for it. And that's what I've done with Mosquito Sheriff. I think it's kind of the next evolution in mosquito spray companies. This is a day when people want organic food. They don't want chemicals sprayed on their food that they're going to eat. They want free-range chickens. They want grass-fed beef for eating grass without chemicals on it. So it's the same concept. It's the same thing. We don't want our animals or ourselves or our children or our friends to be exposed to this as well. So that's how Mosquito Sheriff came to be. We run our business based on core values. Our core values are everything to us. They are how we treat each other, how we treat our customers, and, how we treat other people that we come in contact with in business. Respect. Treat others as you would want to be treated. This applies to customers and other franchisees. Excellence. You should always get the best service. You should always give the best service so your customers know they will always receive the best treatment and customer service. Excellence. Service. Arrive on time. Take time to talk to your customer. Go above and beyond. Your customers will notice. Teamwork. Together, everyone achieves more. Help other franchisees be the best they can be. Everything was new once. So we're creating a culture of family, of community, because when you're a franchisee, you're home by yourself, every day, and we want franchisees to help each other. And if you have a question, you can call and bounce ideas off of them. And, how are you doing this? Because there is no competition in this model. Everybody has their area that they work, and everybody can help each other. So our core values are very important to us as we start this venture. So what do? You protect your community from mosquitoes, fleas, and ticks. It's a couple of years ago, the triple E virus was a really, really big deal. The signs over the freeway said, beware, triple E virus, keep your children in. People were dying from the triple E virus. It was all over the news in all the different states. So it's still there. It's never really gone away. It's just been overshadowed, by COVID. So it's something that's still very prevalent and can cause a lot of damage and a lot of sickness in people. Ticks cause Lyme disease. Lyme disease is serious. It can lead to permanent and significant problems. I have a friend whose daughter got Lyme disease, and for 7 years, she has not gotten better. She can't get out of bed. She can't feed herself. Yep, that's a very extreme case. But Lyme disease is nothing to play with. It will never go away by itself. You need medical attention. You need lots of antibiotics, assuming you catch it in time. And ticks could cause Lyme disease not just to people, but to dogs. I had a Newfoundland once who got Lyme disease. I thought I was going to lose him. Heartworms, heartworms everybody knows about that. You take your dog in, you get them blood tested to make sure you don't already have heartworms. Then you take this mild dosage of poison like every month so that you keeps the heartworms away, and preventative is important. But all of these things are transmitted through mosquitoes, fleas, and ticks. So what you do, you're helping protect your community. Yes, you have a business that does a lot for you, but you're really helping protect the health of your community as well as building your business. So let me ask you, did you ever wish that you only had to work 7 months a year? That you could spend the entire holiday season with your family? Maybe you want a summer and a winter home. Maybe you didn't want to start a business because you were worried about being a salesperson. Oh, I'm not a salesperson. I don't like talking to people. You ever wish you were your own boss? You could be successful no matter what your background is. And maybe you don't want to necessarily be the one working the business. You don't want to be the technician, but maybe you want to keep your job. Maybe you want to create a safety net. So if something happens, you still have income coming in. What's the worst thing? You make more money, okay? So you have people working for you out driving the trucks. It can be anything that you want it to be, because I'm very serious when I say this business can give you whatever you're looking for at whatever time of life you're in, and that can change, and your business can change with it. So why spend money for a franchise? Well, a franchise is being in business for yourself, but not by yourself. You could go get a truck and you could go buy some chemicals and you could go spray people with, no name recognition, no backing, no support, and you could do okay, but you're going to fall down. You have to get back up and you're going to spend more money and you're going to fall down and you're going to have to figure it all out. We have it figured out. That's what you buy when you buy a franchise. You buy the system. How does the system work? I don't have to figure it out. First of all, the mosquito spraying business is a proven model and has been a proven model for many years. It's a turnkey operation. We have huge training and support. Now, the call center and proprietary routing system are really big deals. So let's say that a customer is interested in your service. Have you ever heard of speed to lead? Well, if you're working the business yourself and the phone rings and you're off spraying or you're doing something else and you don't answer that call, by the time you call them back, they probably have already signed with somebody else. Because in a service business, the first person that answers the phone is the one that gets the customer. So we provide you with a call center out of Utah, in the U.S., that the people answer the phone, Mosquito Sheriff, within the first 3 rings. And if somebody sends in a lead from our website, they respond to that immediately. So you have a call center that knows about our business, can answer questions, can sign agreements, can take payment, and then they put it into their proprietary routing system. So when you get ready to go to work in the morning, you go out to your truck and there's where you're going to go. And it will lay out the most efficient route possible for you that day, instead of you're having to ping pong back and forth, dig, diagonal wherever in your territory to try to get all your sprays in. It lays it out for you. So it's kind of like having an entire team working for you, okay? Because we're going to have the call center. We're going to answer the calls. We're going to sell the service. We're going to take the contract. They're going to take the payment. It's going to go into the routing system. Everything is there for you, which makes it much easier to be able to have a successful business. So are you thinking maybe it's time to invest in yourself, take control of your life? It's interesting how people in the last couple of years have really been a little gun shy and are tired of relying on other people to take care of them. First of all, if you've had a job, you're told what time to get up in the morning, what time you can eat, what time you can leave in the afternoon, what time you get home. Then you can, grab something to eat and take the children to ball game or something. It's crazy. So when you have a job, your life is planned around your job. When you have a business, your business is planned around your life. So I don't know, if you have to leave at 3:00 to take your child to practice, stop spraying at 2:00 and be home in time to go. A lot of times parents live with a lot of guilt because they can't go to all the practices and they can't go to all the games. Now you can. If you only want to work 4 days a week, work 4 days a week. As I said, this business can give you whatever you want at whatever time of life you're in. You decide. But it provides a lot of safety nets too. You never again will have to be worried about being laid off or furloughed. And oh my gosh, are the unemployment going to increase? You don't have to worry about that because you will still have income for your family and yourself and your family. This business has been labeled an essential business by the federal government. It's a work from home essential business because again, it involves in health matters, not just convenience of people getting, bitten by mosquitoes, but true health issues. It's recession and pandemic proof. Again, it's an essential business. I don't care what happens. The recession, there's still going to be mosquitoes. There's another pandemic, there's still going to be mosquitoes. These things will not be going away. So your services will always be needed. A business that has repeat business is the best. Even restaurants, for example, if a customer comes in, you want to make sure that customer comes back. Repeat business. Well, it's easy in this business because if you do a good job, they're going to sign again with you next year, and they're going to tell more of their friends about you. So each year you will have more and more contracts as you get new ones, and the ones that you've done a great job for in the past will continue to sign with you. So repeat business is nice. And you will decide whatever your investment will yield. Like I said, you decide how hard you want to work. Do you want to have a lot of trucks? Do you want to buy an extra territory? Do you want to keep your job? Do you want to work it yourself? You decide what it will yield. If you have a 401k that's in the stock market, you have no clue or any control if the stock market's going to go up or down. Me, I have no clue when to buy and sell. I don't know anything about that. I have an investment guy, but they can't control that either. They can't control how the market will respond to certain things. You're the market in your own business. You're your own financial person. So don't really have to lose sleep about that a whole lot. So this is our truck, our customer service vehicle. So you can tell we have it completely wrapped. You see a lot of the trucks on the road that are like half wrapped from like the window down. This is very eye-catching, very dramatic. And so when you're not spraying and you're driving around, you're going to get people that are going to call from this truck. We've had people call and we say, well, where did you hear about us? Oh, we saw we were behind your truck and we took a picture of it so we'd have the phone number. Isn't that amazing what they can do today? In the past, it's like, oh, I got to write down that phone number. Oh, they're gone now. I don't know. Oh, they just take a picture of it. So this is your rolling billboard. If you're finished early and there's a certain neighborhood you really want to try to get into, go drive around. If you want to, you can park your truck at the mall and let everybody see it, and then somebody pick you up and take you home, then come later and move it. This is your rolling billboard. Go to the festivals, the farmers markets, all of the things that they have where a lot of people are there. for your people to know about you and your service. So these are two guys that work for someone that has a semi-absentee business, and you can see they're putting on their backpacks. Notice they don't have a lot of equipment on their person. They don't have helmets like other places have. They have masks, that's because it was during COVID, but otherwise they wouldn't be wearing the mask. They don't have any hazmat suits. They don't have any big heavy gloves. Why? Because they don't care if this all-natural product gets on them or not. If they were using the hazardous toxic materials, they don't want it on their hands and their body and their clothes. So they wear all these, helmets and all this other stuff to keep them safe. We don't have to worry about that. If you look in the back of the van there, you see there's like gray box. It's kind of like a filing cabinet. We partnered with a person who designed the trunks of FBI agents, so everything has a place and fits tightly in that place. That person has designed the back of our trucks. So you have a certain place for your blowers. You have a little filing system there. You have places to put your yard sign. You have drawers that come out to put your flyers in. We have set this up to be your office, your rolling office. So if you're someplace and say, oh, let me go get a door hanger. I don't have any. Yeah, you do. It's in the back of the truck in this drawer right here. So it makes it easier for you, again, to get up, get your route, get in your truck, and go. This is Megan. Talk about anybody could do this business. Megan was a pastry chef. Doesn't matter what your background is. You can do this business. You see she's got her backpack on. Now, let's talk about the backpacks for a minute. Our backpacks are powered by recyclable energy, batteries. And we have an inverter in the back of the truck that will constantly keep batteries on charge, so you can have them to switch out whenever you need them. Other models use gasoline blowers. So think about that. You got to go to the gas station, I don't know, once a day, every other day, to fill up your little can of gas in the back of your truck. And you're going to drive around with this can of gas in the back of your truck. Then you're going to get to your customer's house. You're going to pull out your blower. You're going to unscrew the cap of the gas and pour it into your blower. Hopefully there's no overage. Then you're going to close that up. You're going to put that blower with the gas in it on your back to carry around on your back. With the gas and everything that's needed for those gas blowers weigh 75 pounds that you have to carry around on and off, from different houses, and it would be terribly hard on your back. By using recyclable energy, ours are only 25 pounds. So when we talk about all green means not just, the product that we use is all natural. By using recyclable energy, that definitely adds to the all green effect, because you don't have fumes, you're not breathing in anything. It's just a matter of, being more efficient and more caring about the people that you're involved with. So this is Megan in front of her truck. That is Maddie, her dog. Maddie goes often with her to sprays. Sometimes she takes her, sometimes she doesn't. Maddie walks alongside her. Does Megan care? No, because we are all natural. It's not going to hurt Maddie. When I have people come through my little farm, you can see the horses following after the guy, that's doing the spraying, because it's non-toxic. So you want to get up in the morning when it's cool and spray and be done before the heat of the day? Okay. You can do what you want, but it's so much flexibility because of the whole all-natural piece and the way we set this up. There's Megan spraying the plants, and we teach you how to do that, and we teach you how to talk to your customers. So when you first, are going to talk to your customer and look at the property, we try to be more of a consultant to the customer, not just transactional. We want to be relationship-oriented, not just a transactional type relationship, because we want them to trust us, and we want them to feel like we care about them. not just that we want their money. So when you first talk to them, you might want to say, oh, by the way, you want to make sure your gutters are cleaned out because those, damp leaves are a hotbed for breeding mosquitoes. Oh, did you know that that tire that's full of water inside is stagnant water is a big thing for breeding larvae of mosquitoes? Your bird bath is beautiful, but you might want to think about changing the water every day because stagnant water causes mosquitoes to breed. These are all the things that you want to talk to. You want to educate your customers. You don't want them to think you're just there to spray and go home and not care. By partnering with them and developing that relationship, they will trust you more and they will never leave you. So this is one of the postcards that we mail out. You get those big postcards in the mail sometimes. We do the marketing for you. We are partnered with a company who is very familiar with doing digital marketing and print marketing for mosquito type businesses. And so you're going to have your own marketing company. So think about it. You're going to have your own secretary that answers the phone, sells the deals, signs the contract, gets paid. You're going to have a routing system that's going to tell you the most efficient way of what you're going to do that day. You're going to have a marketing company that's dedicated to helping you in your local territory with mailings and pay-per-click, and digital marketing. Don't know what that means? Doesn't matter, because you have somebody as part of your team to help you do that. This is another type of one of the mailings that we did. These are very effective. So territory is really good. It's very important, but it's not like other models. We are creating a community of culture in accordance with our core values. So in other models, if your mother lived 2 counties over, you would not be able to go spray her house because she's in somebody else's territory. And everybody she knows or you might know who lives over there, you couldn't touch. Or if you did, when that territory was sold, you'd have to turn those over to the people who purchased that territory. With us, it's all about documentation. As long as any other location comes from your circle of influence, people people you associate with, and you can, document it in our system that's from your circle of influence, then that's okay. But the same will happen to you. If somebody else's has family members or someone in their circle of influence that lives in your territory, and they're not already your customer, then they could go ahead and service them too. We're going to develop a microsite for you, which we will use for search engine optimization. So it's like having a whole staff that's going to be working for you to help your business. We're really big on training. Training is in Maryland. When you come to training, there's some, classroom training where, we're going to do some routing system and the customer service and the marketing pieces. And then you're going to go out in the field. You're going to ride along with people who are spraying and, get some hands-on experience with that. It's about 4 days here in Maryland. Once you come to training, then, we can provide all the support you need on the phone. If you have a question or something, just call one of the trainers. They will be happy to help you. So let's summarize this up a little bit. I kind of say that this is, mosquito spraying 2.0, maybe, the next evolution. Again, this is a time when people want organic foods. They want free-range chickens. They want grass-fed beef. They don't want chemicals on their food. They don't want chemicals in their yard or near their animals. Okay, but those are their choices now. I have another business, Patrice and Associates, and it's a hospitality recruiting company. I've had it for a long time. I have about 200 franchisees in the U.S. and Canada. So I really know what I'm doing when it comes to franchising. And I told you in the beginning why this business is here, and it's because of me personally being concerned for my animals with worms. I never, ever thought I would start another franchise, but, here we are. And here's some of the reasons why. because it's an all-natural product. There's no special gear to wear. It doesn't harm the environment, including the bees. It doesn't hurt your garden. I know somebody who used the service and it killed all of their crepe myrtle bushes. There's also no special storage requirements. With other models, when you have a lot of the highly toxic chemicals, you have to rent an off-site location, like one of those storage places, under lock and key to store your chemicals, away from everybody else, away from your family. With us, you can put them in your garage, you can put them in your basement, doesn't matter, because it's all natural. You don't have to fear if your pets are outside, I understand that, other companies will call and say, oh, we're going to be there tomorrow between 8 and 12. Make sure your pets are inside. Geez, I cannot imagine getting that call. Immediate fear, but it doesn't matter now. They can be outside or not. It doesn't matter. I think I told you, I have the horses following around the sprayer in my pasture, and it's just really cute to see. There's no gas you have to purchase, no hazardous materials like that you have to come in contact with. Carry in the back of your truck, carry on your back. It's a big difference. And this is a huge lifestyle business. Again, it can give you whatever you want at whatever time of life you're in. If you want to work it part-time, work it part-time. If you want to build a big business, build a big business. If you want to keep your job, keep your job. If you want to work it yourself, work it yourself. It does not matter. And we are really big on training and support, and that's something that I've learned from my other franchise organization, how important training and support is. Most franchisees are going to be former employees, and they've never had a business before. And I'm just so happy that the way we have set this up, that you really don't have to learn all that. You don't have to talk to people on the phone, sign the contracts. You don't have to do any of that. We do that. So it doesn't matter what your background is. We can train you pretty easily, and then you always have support from us when you need it. So let's talk about money a little bit. The initial cost, this franchise fee, is $35,000. The all-in is under $100,000. Make sure you refer to the FDD. We are SBA approved, and that includes the training, the customer service vehicle wrapped. Now, you're going to buy the vehicle. You're going to buy it from our local dealer here through emails and stuff. And so then we can take it and go get it wrapped and get the back outfitted, with the office set up in the back. It has the equipment, it has your initial inventory of product, marketing materials, and the first $30,000 of local print and digital marketing we will start working on immediately. That's $30,000 a year per territory, but it will be some of the best money you've ever spent. Because when you start looking at your overall business, it comes down to what is your cost of customer acquisition. And as this is such a repeat business and you build over every year, it is definitely worth the investment. So this is called a discovery process. And I'm glad you took the time to listen to my story and to see at a high level if you think this model is right for you. If you have any questions, Jason will be following up with answering any questions. He's our Vice President of Franchise Development. If the whole process is going to involve, after this, you watch this, then Jason's going to call you and see what questions you may have resulting from watching this webinar. And then you're going to talk to some people about the model, and you're going to get the FDD. All along, we're going to be sending you other information and different segments of the business and videos that you can watch. And the final step of the process is that for yourself, you should write your own business plan and maybe a pro forma, totally up to you. But in the last segment, you and I will talk about like how much product you get when you sign up, how many ounces are in a bottle, all those things that if you have the information, then you can build out what you think would be appropriate for you and your business. Also, that you will be invited to a discovery day. It's not a requirement. My goal is to have enough information for you and videos that you can watch and interviews you can watch that will make you feel comfortable. But if you want to come out and go spend some time on the truck and talk to us here, you are more than welcome. So thanks again for taking a look at this model, and I hope you decide it is right for you and that we'll have the opportunity to work together at some point. Have a great day. Bye-bye.